Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Caitlin Coupanista. It's actually Tippy's channel, she's in charge. We are going to Kroger today and it is the start of the Buy 5, Save 5. I technically started yesterday. I was not able to get to the store yesterday, but we are going today. So let me show you what deals you can get at Kroger this week. All right, everyone, I want to show you some clearance that I'm finding in this aisle down here. We got these tummy settling things. A bunch of Alka-Seltzers, some Dulcolax for kids. Pretty much a lot of the stuff in this aisle is going down, so just be sure to check this aisle if you need any of these things. Okay, we still have some U by Kotex pads going, and then we have this U by Kotex Teen Balance that's part of the Buy 5, Save 5, so that's half price. Then I got a couple things over here. All right, everybody, first deal up is going to be on the Old Spice, specifically the deodorant that is $5.99 with the Buy 5, Save 5 price. 3 of those will get you to $17.97. Check your digitals. I have a 6 off of 3 and a 5 off of 3, so you should have at least one of those. I'm going to try to use the 6 off of 3 because I want to save an extra $1. So we should pay $11.97, get $2 back on each on Ibotta for a total of $6 back, and then check your fetch. I have a 50 cents back on each one, so I'm going to get $1.50 back there, which is going to make my final cost all digital $4.47 for 3 of these, or $1.49 a piece, which is $6 off each one. I think it's some substantial savings, especially for Kroger, so I'm going to grab it. All right, I know I showed this clearance last week, but I'm in a different store, so I want to just show you what all this store has on clearance in the body scrub aisle. Okay, so I don't think that this is horrible if you are absolutely like out of detergent at your house and you only use Tide. They're buy 2 get 1 free, and everyone should have a $3 digital, so it's not bad. It would make it $23 for 3 of them when normally it would be like almost $40, so it's not horrible if you need it. If you see anything in the Swiffer wet jets section that is untagged, like this one, make sure you scan it. These are on clearance for $3.24, and this is my favorite scent, so I'm actually going to grab all 3 of these. I didn't think this deal was too bad. We do have a $1 digital for these wipes, making it just $2.99 for the 80 count, which is actually cheaper than the Kroger brand. So if you are not brand loyal to plastic bags, I don't think that the Hefty is too bad. It is $2 off. It is one of the lower prices I've ever seen it go without a coupon. Just throwing it out there. Okay, clearance varies by store, but if you can find these Kroger Spring Edition Wild Berry Jams in my store, they're $1.75. I grabbed 2 boxes because I want to try them. Got some more clearance in the coffee aisle. It's looking like the Camerons and the Happy Pods. Ooh, are y'all seeing that right there? Down $10 down to $1.50. I might have to grab a couple of those too. All right, it's looking like this Folgers Mardi Gras is also going on clearance. Okay, it's actually the same price, it looks like, as all the rest of them are on sale, but this is one to look out for. The Hazelnut Green Mountain Oat Milk Latte, it should go lower than this. The Green Mountain Iced Cold Brews, this one's down to $3.50. And then some of the bagged Dunkin' coffees are also going down. All right, everybody, a weekly digital deal this week is going to be on the Smart Food popcorns. They are down to $2.49 each. So I'm actually going to grab probably 5 of them because we do have a 25-cent Ibotta rebate up to 5 times. So it does make them just $2.24 a bag. It's not too bad. We do still have a 50-cent Ibotta rebate for all of the Tostitos. These are normally $6 a bag though. They're down to $2.50 with the sale if you buy 4 or more. And then with your 50 cents back from Ibotta, it just makes them $2 a bag. So if you need them, this is the time to get stocked up. I always think that this is a great price for Ruffles because Ruffles rarely go on sale and I'm not paying $6 a bag. But I will pay $10 for 4 bags. So I am gonna grab some of these. I'm just letting you know because it's gonna be in my cart. All right, everybody, we got some SpaghettiOs with calcium and the Campbell's spaghetti going on clearance. I know people who will eat this, so I am gonna grab a couple of these, I think. All right, some other clearance is gonna be on these Hormel Completes. We got a couple of different flavors of that, and then Dinty More, I think is how you say that, is also starting to go on clearance. All right, everybody, we're looking specifically at the Silk Kids Oat Milk Blend. It is normally $5.79. It is down to $3.99 with the buy 5 save 5. I do have a $2 digital, so I'm going to pay $1.99, get $3 back on Ibotta, and that is going to make it a 101 moneymaker. All right, everyone, this is perhaps my favorite deal this week. Is going to be on the Mahatma rice pouches. So these are normally $2.79 a piece, but they are down to $1.39 each with the buy 5 save 5, no coupon needed. We have 50-cent Ibotta rebates, limit of 5, which is going to make each one of these up to 5 just 89 cents. All right, everybody, I thought this was a fun little deal. So any of the Weber seasonings are normally $3.99. They're down to $2 with the buy 5 save 5, and we do have a $1 digital, which is going to make one of these just $1, which I feel like is pretty good for some seasoning nowadays. And then let me show you. I know I showed this a couple weeks ago, but there is still clearance galore in the spices aisle. So please walk down and see if you can find something you like. All right, I'm going to share with you some more clearance that I'm finding. Is going to be the Quaker Fruit Fusions. I've got this Better Oats going on clearance. The Steel Cut Quaker Oats. There's a couple things in this aisle. All right, everybody, next deal up is going to be on any of the Post cereals. I'm looking at the Honey Bunches of Oats because that's probably what I am going to get, but I believe you can get any of them. So they are down to $1.99 with the buy 5 save 5. If 3 of them, you would have to buy 3, would be $5.97. We are going to get $2 back on Ibotta when you buy 3. It's going to make them $1.33 a box. I don't think it's too bad for Post specifically. We don't get a lot of deals on Post. All right, everybody, check your account and see if you got a $1.50 Halo Top digital coupon, which is going to make one of these just $2.49. I don't have any Fetch rebates. I would definitely know Ibotta, but check your Fetch to see if you have something. It's for the mix-in specifically, but I don't think $2.49 is bad to try it. All right, everybody, we are back home from Kroger, and this is our entire haul right here. I think we did pretty good considering most of it is food. So as you guys saw earlier, we paid $84.61 out of pocket for all 35 of these items. I did have to go to the customer service desk because my $6 digital for this did not come off. So they refunded me that, and then if I take out the tax, this was actually $76.75 plus tax out of pocket. We did get $14.75 back on Ibotta, so that's 25 cents for each Smart Food. That is $2 for buying 3 Post cereals, 50 cents for each of the Mahatma rice, $2 for each of the Old Spices, and $3 down here for the Silk. I did get a $5 bonus because I did do 15 items. And then we got our $1.50 on Fetch, which is for the Old Spice. So after everything is all said and done, we are looking at a final cost of $55.50 for all 35 of these items. So I think that we did really, really good today, all things considering. There's like a lot of clearance still going on in the stores. So just be sure to check all of that out. If you see any of the Clorox Scentiva of the coconut pads, and they're not tagged on clearance, just scan them in your store to see if they are, because every store that I've been to, they have been on clearance. So it's same goes with anything else in the store. If there's no tag specifically, it's worth it to scan it to me because sometimes it will be on clearance, just not tagged as that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's just some decent deals going on this week. There was a lot of just good prices, I thought, on some things like the hefty bags. There was some seasonings and marinades that were like almost $2 off. Like, this is just a good sale to get stocked up on just like household essentials. And then make sure you check your coffee, specifically the Kroger Wildberry Jam and the La Colombe Nizza, Nizza. I almost don't feel comfortable saying that word, but that is what it's called. See, right there, Nizza. I'm going to assume that that means Niza or something like that. But yeah, I think we did really, really good. There's a bunch of just good prices on chips and stuff this week. I really liked the all digital of the Old Spices. To get 4 of them for $4.50 essentially or 3 of them for $4.50 is really good in my opinion. Considering one of them is $7.50 normally. So it's even better than like buy one, get 2 free. It's like buy one 40% off and get 2 more for free. So I think that that's a really good deal, even if you just want to donate it, or you know, anything like that, which is probably what I will end up doing. But yeah, just make sure that you check out all your clearance. And I think that's it for me today. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.